And a good midday Thursday to you. This weather video is driven by 802cars.com, representing 802 Toyota, Twin City, Subaru, 802 Honda, all located off of exit 7 on Interstate 89. This VELCO weather hazards outlook. Moderately busy, but a benign weather pattern into next week. The main utility is, for concern, is setting up on Sunday with some marginally strong west to southwesterly gradient wind gusts associated with a cold frontal passage. The next weather maker thereafter will be the middle of next week. Best dry project weather days occur on Saturday as well as Monday. Beyond this period, nothing extreme but similar to this week. Weather systems will be moving through with brief shot of Arctic air out of season late next week. Climatology, April under warmer trajectories, typically airflows coming in from the Ohio Valley, can feature thunderstorms. None are anticipated at this point in time. So we have a relatively benign weather pattern right now, and this is a shot of rain that's going to be working on in. No utility issues concerning our shot of rain here. The only thing I would say is that we could see some river rises and some of the snow melt combination with the rainfall of around a ½ inch in general. Now temperatures today should make it up into the low and mid 50s. Already seeing a 51 degree currently at Burlington, and it's just barely noon. Looking at the European model 6-hourly panels, you can see the surge of moisture coming in. It picks up a little bit stronger, a little heavier. Not anticipating it to be any major issue, though. A little bit of wet snowflakes potentially in the upper summits as this exits out during the morning hours on Friday. A couple leftover flurries you can see on the backside of that departing system. And then high pressure builds in for what should be pretty nice, good project weather, dry weather on Saturday. And then our next customer comes in. This is going to be producing a round of kind of a quick hitter, a shot of snow showers and some of that mixed with rain on valley floors. You can see a bit of a pressure gradient for the start of that, and it moves on through during Sunday, and that's going to be our next gradient wind issue as well. Just looking back at that again, right here you can see some pretty good southwest and westerly winds. And once it moves on through on Sunday, a little better mixing conditions behind it, but then things settle on down. It looks relatively marginal in terms of wind gusts, but generally about 40, maybe localized 50-mile-per-hour gusts across the summits. Benign weather works on in with an area of higher pressure again on Monday. And then on Tuesday, our next weather maker comes in. A little bit of sort of a snow shower, almost rain shower activity. And that might even produce a mix, but that happens mostly Tuesday night into Wednesday. That's going to be our next thing to watch. It moves on out, and then beyond that, better conditions. But a little shot of Arctic air. I want you to note these are packing some pretty good tight thicknesses here, and indicative of some colder air that's pretty cold for this time of year. So we're looking at wind gusts now across New England. This is valid on Saturday. Things kind of calm on down just a little bit. And then we get into this period here. And you can see those reddish colors there. The wind gusts above 40. And it looks like it comes in northern Vermont. And then it mostly passes off to the north of us for the most part. But I also want to show you here, this is 12 hours ago, was a little stronger. And since then it has backed off just a little bit. GFS ensemble, 850 millibar temperature, well above the 0 degree isotherm. This is above freezing, of course. That means precipitation will be in the form of rain. That'll be falling. Then we go colder and stay below, and that means much better chance for snow. But at surface, temperatures may warm up on Sunday. That may produce some raindrops on valley floors, mainly snow in the higher elevations. And looking at 2-meter temperatures, you can see today's max temperature here, kind of a range here, and a little bit cooler during the day tomorrow. We cool on down for Friday night, and then warm back up a little bit and repeat and rinse. Nothing major. Maximum QPF, total accumulated precipitation for the next 7 days, comes out around 2.5 inches in the brown here. Temperature-wise, they're going to be running close to neutral, weighted. You can see some pretty cold temperatures here, running 36 degrees on average below normal. This is very significant. 3 days later, Some of that makes it in here. We get a little bit colder, so about 3 to 6 degrees colder, and that's really weighted for a good portion of next week. So warmer than normal weather currently right now in place with this little bit of a warm up here. We have some cold air that's going to be sneaking in. It's been warming up in the Arctic, at least some parts of the Arctic, some colder north of Greenland, north of Iceland, west of Finland and Scandinavia. And then some pretty outstandingly warm weather here, colder across Europe once again. Now with rainfall coming in during tonight and into the morning hours tomorrow, that'll combine with snowmelt so that after 8 o'clock we could start to see some higher water in many of our rivers. This happens to be Mad River. This will be also similar for Otter Creek and a few other locations. Not all rivers will see even action level with this next rainfall. Then we dry on out. Roger Hill with Every Heights. Thanks for watching.